morning, fantastic morning. Fantastic morning. Fantastic morning. Yes, I'm not sure we are. Yeah, good evening, some and April say, Sports Arena, Adom TV, your favorite weekend sports show. And yeah, Jaguade, Baron, say, Tanasa say, if you never know some, you tissy Mountias, ye pioneers and get what? Not to me no more, in sorry yet. And so, stories making headlines over the weekend, the Ababe Tomo, Yabe, the one summer, but then, ya call Akoshe. To Kronima has said, to Kronimu City, and they're saying a disca. That's a weekend, you know, say, Sly, holiday mood in one tier piece, can be the idea. Can you buy the crowd? And piece can be from preparation. So, if I go to Kronima, Coresi, bit me disca credit, we able to more. Then, you go boardroom, the Acoso boardroom. I am in person, a boss, a person, you do what? Well, who says see, and a coso our boardroom. Now, and I never told me, say, I didn't hear pass no way. Oh, yeah, they over to me beyond so far name for Ansport to Koglu, Tottenham Hotspur for any night, say, when Biason and what about bosses in the Munano and San Fata over to me, Europa League. And also, young found your heritage and chain, or my pianist in chain, come pioneer some get to Accra. Zenon said the UEFA Champions League was on last week near Ginemuatema, and a long last, we said the battery has ended. Paris Saint-Germain, champions of Europe, on my Bremuyi pa, but the man Luis Enrique, AK song, want to deliver the goals. What he may add the trophy no Abafi. And Tenyasam Ketwame, Nipa Bicraft for who, and the idea and go celebration and all thing, and ye is a crowd. But the question I bisa and it's on the Brennan and Mbappe move and walk Real Madrid, Uyan Quatanaye, and I will I mean, ye bisa saka, and for the PSG set up your way and Mbappe a woman and come to me at me. I didn't answer saying. Ebesia kwa ebekomu yako he send side discussion so AC etie ho and more na ye kan sa no say ensem bebrena na asi wachire where Inzaghi or the Inter Milan adwuma na to akopie mu Saudi Arabia ne ade a ye yi eno so afimu a na ye bekwa kohwe ensem so ekoso ewo oya no say the Conference League yawie the Europa League yawie and say the Champions League no so wrap it up bibia so atimi akoso sa no now ye kan sa efie so nsam kakra ho. Hey, if he's so well, the UEFA Nations League final is set. Portugal against Spain. And now, the Spain for the year France and now ding massacre gasa. Oh, that be no goes no dozo. But France also yes so back and the game produced 9 good goals. That's what said a match no. I know what they pioneer some get to a cry. I know what some but some nations FC near Basket Holy Stars and Saint Seminole. I acquire something which is there. And of course, let me bring a cast again. Something we are this weekend. About games, but we are yet to hear or know or see whether the nations bear on the last game of a season. And I said, "But we Jebusama Gold Stars are best for Alco J. The immediate said some and so I see it here. On that particular game and any issues, no. The sports minister, Honorable Kofi Adams, not to be a man football administrator, said, "You might be hot to one assume. Ya na anyone go. If you have to some football such a okumo, they are clueless. Near the arm out, another Odo so about 2 be a man who actually was there. The minister, we need you, Medion. No need you, the going minister, would media account, sorry to try and piazza near the idea. I know Drosafo. Well. Tiano, any Bebrenani actually could for day by a boardroom, Nako took room medical catch Yabandi and Yaba Philip Twiki for the semi producer Sarah and director. Many of super score the Jaguar, Mr. Evans, Kwabena Sapon, and our French sono, the man Vapor Kuasari, and I'm in your more AD Jumay live on Adom TV. Meaning, Kejuana Casa, Eric, I see you, buddy. Saturday, Betray Hosima, near the Jumatino at Wasso. My memo, Mrs. Tina, Bakunesha Horror, meaning. Aha, na kuma muto fin fani ni agro kra na kuma muto fin ba ko pa ye twa umra na ye to aso sports arena ni right fantastic morning yes I'm akwa ba biem and sports arena na jumadi a o hwe hin o message bit me about 0249136744 0249136744 keju wana kasani Erica Siedu wedi mabedwa fo e krado ye tinsim na bibia entumi enkoye e honomo na sene nem director tete me de mentiase kra. Oh, have my drink too much. Tell you, the paper director say upon our meeting. Evans director so upon your meeting, and my dear be dinner into the Mama Kwaba. The beer fine there. The radiasi, and the airship, and some of the best set the ball rolling. Last week near war, a tea Havana, I mean, Muina, Moya witnesses to to the course what you have no thing. You better Ghana phone in answer mobile money efe. Obi obati Havana bia. Thank you so much. Your sponsors said that say I bring now. You can see ABB more support here man efe pa. And fans ne buy no. No. Some say maybe ani tena me hu machi ye but we mean half time me done one said D
nyasem ketwa.
D
Don't buy
papa. Apeke. But result a bar last week, you know. Were you guys surprised?
Surprised with the scoreline, but win an idea.
Well, you no more predicted rather than.
Go Mark and during the Arsenal game, say PSG qualified over 2 legs. It shouldn't surprise anybody. And afterwards, now me over 200% convinced that PSG will win the Champions League, and it is the scoreline on the surprise. It's the scoreline because going to this game until the semis are Inter conceded 6 goals over 2 legs versus Barcelona. Now goals on my conceded a new tumbo. The only team I shared Inter in the group phases was Leverkusen. Inter now a good defense until not Barcelona test you. But I didn't think say Manjin say I go make cannibal. Manjin that say you better Champions League na PSG winning 5-0.
Go Inter Milan I mean,
and once again, me go back to what I said before the final. Say the entire PSG winning final. And say in every department, or be outrunning international. So far, goalkeeping department, Donnarumma had 0 work to do on the day.
Okay.
Defensively, the back line of Nuno Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, Hakimi were better than the Inter back three of Pavard, Acerbi, and Bastoni. In midfield, Shaqnoglu, Mkhitaryan, Odi Dumfries, and DeMarco Kahwa. The midfield of Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha,
João Neves.
João Neves were better on the day. Of course, Vitinha. And Erico, there are times people would think you are crazy. But Vitinha, what a player.
Oh yeah, he's so good. Very good.
For a player about on loan to Wolves, no you're playing time. And now we read BB about one of the pundits in the game. Also, only Vitinha didn't come out doing his Wolves period. I say, "Onya bimbo wa ha." There now, be na Vitinha kaje say, "I go back to Porto." Oko Porto, he'll have a good season, and one of the top 8 clubs will look for him, and he'll win a trophy.
Quite.
And Nipa say, "Na there na okay, na hakra onya bimbo, Wolves kra onya bimbo." Because he was wrong to think that way of Vitinha. Okoye bam goes to PSG, goes into a projector, is built around the entire PSG midfield. He's the connection between the two departments.
He's the fulcrum.
That's the word.
Oh yeah.
And you could see the way he was dictating the pace of the game. Solid performance. Timo Pedri Barca fans Pedri na assist Christ, nothing to write home about. He's good in that team. But people have proven it on the bigger stage, just like Mokasa Lama has proven it on the big. I don't want to digress. But Vitinha, solid player. And Enrico, the UEFA technical observer team, the entire team at the bar at the end of the season, they said they chose Dewey and Dembele because of their mobility up front. And what has been pivotal for this PSG team up front, they said, Enrique drew the team, said, you need center forward, you need right winger, you need left winger. Enjoy. Play to you. Play, and you see, any Alabama players the ability to roam, play freely. And they know, say, even if they lose the ball, combined work rate of the team, no ball, they express themselves.
Okay. All right.
And Enrico, it was, though one-sided, I didn't envisage the scoreline, but PSG deserved to be champions.
Wow, PSG deserved to be champions. Now, Evans, did Inter disappoint you, one?
Inter didn't disappoint me, but I would say that Omo coach Simone Inzaghi, he got it all wrong in terms of the selection of the players. Because
these are not the guys anymore.
They of course they are the same guys, but clearly there are some players they needed not to start the final. They could have come from the bench. Why am I saying this? Game no T Havana. After sending me the kind of prediction, or be already be I'm a cashier. Say April 19, the midi kind year then a prediction for the UCL. Say Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter, and that of Paris Saint-Germain. Omo say no PSG, Barcelona and Arsenal. 2006 final no Mbappe binyam. You should forget because Inter and Paris Saint-Germain beko. And indeed, but PSG team no. As so use young and amazing squad no. Clearly, say they no power catch no. A Brentford did Vitor Machado Ferreira, Vitinha. Ono abomodi ababe the fulcrum of the team about say no on your transiter. All the incisive passes need to be on the bema. But then they also have an experienced midfielder in Fabian Ruiz Pena. Fabian Ruiz na duma na oye nyina say ono okoha no akwa cover up. No aboa the ball no na aboa make it them as a ball progressor. No the ball no ko animu. It is some defensive splitting pass bia woni na no e dey no we jamu di ama. Like Vitinha so say the transitor omu nyina ko animu. But then omu destroyer in the person of Yao Neves. He's a good tackler. In fact, in the UCL season, Abrante ni eduma nyina de mo. So going to the final, no, Simone Inzaghi, what was he supposed to do? So Nicolo Barella, Henrik Mkhitaryan, now Çalhanoğlu. Yet, David Fratesi bi. We saw what happened during the second leg of Ugema and Barcelona boy. You could see some Mkhitaryan wabre. So why did you choose Mkhitaryan be? You can choose Çalhanoğlu. Nicolo Barella, because of what they add up to the Inter team, most especially Mra progress.
But we're going to meet a much younger midfield.
Much energy, so the defenders, the man who are more exposed in say, like Lami Yama for Barcelona, that is Federico Di Marco, Ebono. Now Federico Di Marco, energy now being here, right we want. This is do any more. Osman Dembele and Foss Made. Kicha Kwarashkeli and I'm hoeba. So do you think that's a doing? You can say Lami Yama. And now the ultimate ya start doing now bet me. Akwada with him say Yama na Quenya. Anytime you boy, your man tell me no. And I already did Enrique use more that position. Bradley Bacola do it. The entire man they know reference Enrique. But rely on doing over Bradley Bacola because when it's the word and one what can
Bacola be bogusa.
But oba mu ye nyina ye hu and enye onko.
Chance bi onya ye pa.
Bacola. Anya Baco and enye mienu. Obo Portugal. So clearly no mu say dey so mbo modi su cutting crosses no. Abra o say ba be dey ebe that free positional changes no. Interpositional changes no. We say we ball Kicha Kwarashkeli. Be obo no aba be pie modi fa. The mele no on ball anymore no. No say bad drop it aba. That day one should go there, but how many assists not they buy? So that should tell you, said Inter defenders, they were exposed by the kind of system now. Simone Inzaghi most especially the squad that were the Odi Remo. So Paris Saint-Germain, I predicted some better winning. I remember Saturday with Havana. Because I said bet 3-1 because I wasn't expecting Gianluigi Donnarumma so keep clean sheet. Coach, all the two teams are the Champions League, after Osman Hilford, Carlo Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, and Joe Henkens, or Sergio and again, Mbappe the second coach. All the two teams edged treble after the year in 2015 with Barca, and now here we are, Paris Saint-Germain.
Why huge?
But the man, they are there, and they say, so for 2020, Thomas Tuchel team now, PSG or the core final, and so you can say Lisbon against Bayern Munich, almost value no kwano. 646 million euros. Now they compare with 435 million euros. Now, Sheikh, you can say, Nasser Khelaïfi. Only Sheikh Atani being Haman more. But then investment, if they are gotten things right, Abraham ko appoint to reference Luis Campos. How many film will buy entema? Because can be one command say.
Well, that time that was the idea. Bring in the big boys. Let's yemfa no ko winning. Yemfa big boys then ko. You did that a coach like Luis Enrique to come and tell you, say, nah, let's change the direction.
Good, but some direction.
But coach you for the back, maybe I want you say, Costello,
I'm also not sporting director for Numbian. It's Arsenal for now, no master so much on the Andre Bataba. Didn't you on the Andre Bataba? Didn't you Liverpool, Omijama, Mark, you can say, Edwards, a free war, Manane, Edwards, asking about back. It's because of what they bring on board. Yeah. How many coaches in the system, no, sure. They get the right players on Babaye and then the zero do it, no, Boston the rent. Or be Bremo PSG or the youngest player What be Premier Champions League more? What about set a record? No, about so provide assist,
very
essential
good
goal,
player,
and not
very
just
good.
that. About the Champions League final, say yebo player what that what most quite you be in the dibida. Branty we at the age of 22 years.
Well, make quick one from you. And can say if Mbappe were to be part of that team, where how's the system when he has setting it up on, could they still have won the champion?
Mbappe, a higher probability of winning a Champions League with Real Madrid than PSG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the number of times Madrid they win the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
He has a higher probability of winning it. He was right to have moved to Real Madrid. Ebia, the seasons before, na Madrid depend on this kakwe, ko movie and kabaisa or Champions League. The if clause, conditional. This first season was Real Madrid, though domestically and even in Europe, but they won a trophy.
Yeah.
In La Liga, I had 31 goals. And I said it on this platform that every season Mbappe gives you 40 goals plus. Charlie. that is the sort of player he is. Are there handicapped? Me come to the question. Are there handicapped Real Madrid this season? Obviously, was that they didn't sign or they didn't strengthen certain departments.
Good.
And Ancelotti, Makasime man credit. People don't understand. Someone strengthened the departments. Defensively, they were weak. Cavalla was out. Militao, Alaba was not fit. Even Courtois had his own problems. In midfield, Cruz had left. There wasn't a replacement. Even Casemiro called Fi Madrid. They've not replaced them. So clearly there were deficits. I think in attack, and Mekasi, they got a good acquisition in Mbappe. But for that, they would have struggled because Joselu are not stepping last year. He left. And you know, Madrid struggled, yeah. And even that, they got to the quarters of the Champions League. One thing that stood out for this PSG team, and there was a video that was circulating now. Luis Enrique was telling Mbappe the sort of responsibility he wants from him in that PSG team. Mbappe shows onye so well drilled to be the team player you would want him. But then
like Dembele was doing,
Mbappe cannot do it. It is not his game. He cannot do it. Mbappe, when I watched the Nations League, me say I missed Pogba and Kante. Mbappe runs now, born him. And you see, now me share game very closely. I point myself, Pogba.
No, Charlie.
Pogba, no. And Mbappe has said it that the reason he struggles in that French team sometimes is because they don't have a player like Pogba. So let's save that discussion for another day. But Mbappe is not that boy who can run back, go. His focus, they say, anytime.
Go now.
Spain, once again, there were great opportunities for me late to do it. He went to shoot. That is him. And you know, had he been in that team, I don't think he would have given them that sort of demand that Enrique demanded from players. So maybe even if he were in the team, because of how he's played, in that mode, and Enrique in Yanesa.
And on a superstar.
Yes, and it's not even about superstar. No, Enrico, Mbappe a player, Macron to me friend. The president,
that's how big he is.
The president of France, when he said he was leaving PSG,
meetings,
normal struggle for TV coverage. They were going to lose a lot of money. The French league suffered. He has that magnitude, and sometimes, undo Hoya, you would overly criticize these players. If somebody who's won the World Cup at 19, somebody who has played in back-to-back finals, broke Pele's records.
He's huge.
And yes, or man, or a player of repute. There are people who are from humble homes, upbringing, they are different, and sometimes not. As fans, I say a tip players are
okay.
Who are choose my better? They would have won the Champions League based on parameters and mama. He's not that player who ran. The players under this Enrique regime understood the assignment.
Okay.
And executed.
Yeah.
But those making a mockery of him,
Challenge.
Mbappe still has potential. Real Madrid can still win the Champions League. Go back. In the last decade, which club has won the Champions League more than him?
One argument will be so the buy and say there's been a time Real Madrid that called drought Spain.
They have.
God, and so the drought could happen again.
When Madrid won it 5 times in the 50s, you know, they went on a long route. But in the last decade, no, may can be able.
And so they could start the drought again under Alonso.
Only me who say they will not stay down for long. They are bolstering the squad.
Yeah.
They are housing. Are joining.
Young guys also.
Trent Alexander-Arnold are joining. According to reports, Master Tuono will be from River Plate. Oba. Caceres. Manchester United player.
Right, okay.
So they are strengthening. You know, it is so easy for people to make a mockery of you if things don't go right. But look, Mbappe has potential.
Wow.
Real Madrid noted for winning the Champions League. And to give time some time.
A union made in heaven.
Give time some time.
My goodness. Right. Evans.
You see, Mbappe ya more kana you know. Mbappe unya kasi bi a say waba Real Madrid when you know so buy. Every player oko team fufu bi emu a ade ba kwa ye hia mienu pa. Ba kwa environmental adaptation and the 2-year tactical adaptation. Mbappe ba hu say okobo the first game against Atalanta Bergamo Calcio. Na ye super UEFA Super Cup. Wan she go mu ana. Or they announce the presence. Or my Real Madrid faithful see who say me Mbappe no am say mo hwe me no. Like V Power said, time na every Ancelotti waje La Liga. Waje Copa del Rey. Wasan kwaje e kan say onyo na je Copa del Rey na Atletico Bilbao, but waje Champions League and the La Liga. Adi Super Copa de España. Real Madrid e kwa e kan say German so akoto players. E dia ba opanyin say oh ye players be sa. O ma ye wo na ye happy. The here Mbappe na ye didn't ban. Obeboa my sign I the awe ni bio. But mara hand the taflek so buy no. Tem be ka say coaches na bobo no. Obesesa Barca narrative no. Real Madrid for so now more competitive bia na FC Barcelona. The last of Atletico Madrid mo shows how. E ya na be man Mbappe e bebo season ni nyina wie no. Na wa ba be European Golden Boot. Over 56 matches no. Wa man 43 goals, ama 5 assists. As an attacker in his debut season.
Not bad in his
debut season. La Liga no Pichichi no wasi aje. Mo Lewandowski pass for oh but waba beje. It tells you say generally Real Madrid team na ko yan fam omo. Because tactically Ancelotti ultimate say no ye down. Ono ankasa no wabre. Na so ye den okotena fie. Mimi nya ya. Kesa Ancelotti course sabbatical leave and sample na Brazil
there no.
Nanu ya equal de ehu ye.
Adwumani ye ne de.
Eya ne de but
sika so so ye chiro no. Yes. Well job a retirement to many place can.
Or the sika ade di onye kotena Saudi. Na kwaje Brazil adwuma. The whole world arguably the best national team was.
They need a big boy in there.
Our demands. Brazil in to be catch am say unqualified and World Cup. Because say stand say the city here. What the kaka my backroom staff.
Said they've been to every edition of the World Cup.
They say David
yes, they can't afford David Ancelotti. They can't afford to not to go there. So Mbappe
we pa the kaka say just Saudi Arabia adwuma na no nya den. Say me nka say kwaje World Cup.
Enyo bia na pese in free league.
No, I mean the national team. So national team is Saudi Arabia.
No disrespect to them, but they are not at that level. It's kind of my Pompey group. But na make say enkrofobia wo ha omo die so na Brazil aba
obeka so ba uni me Mbappe die ni si no so we say mra na make tactical and then environmental adaptation eduru ba bi La Liga ni mu no o start on a good note but o te koye santem na ye ka say Ancelotti find balance no Ceballos ne baba be gura mu besi ye ka say Toni Kroos anan o start on a good note but some point in time na probably no afri. So Real Madrid were lacking the midfield about the creative spike of the setup and that is where individual brilliance said they're not V-Power team or cohesion team like team a collective effort now Real Madrid be saying team Vinicius bet me and the ball ball is what the man Mbappe on farm at the end of the day Mbappe for so ya na then of finding the fit this season Sanan can play be and for Mbappe aba now go bet me ya and the La Liga Real Madrid. It's not even Jude Bellingham. It should have been Mbappe. But the I'm talking Vinicius. It should have been Vinicius. Per the Nano Ballon d'Or, FIFA best or GG. We were expecting much better than the Ewu. But where was he? It had to take Mbappe and the one man they remarried. I told you, and so they cancel the league. So Abrantiano team now Abano and win something. I'll agree with every pundit, Kunusia and bookmaker of the game. Say, Nyami Aduna say remarry reinforcement no more yeno. Eboa, the last of Vinicius more hodie. But Mbappe, Onya more bet man they need their supplies. And so affronter. Man, I say we be getting ready next season. About fireworks at the amount. So PSG are all right, but Abrantiano move no here no. Na in the dream. So be body amount there. I will be the best club in the world. And Oko. Owura na Didi Enrique. Mra Mbappe be free on. They do we no bench Mbappe. Go to win say Abrantiano na pompous. O kan say mche na wontie. Abrantiano keto na no be hia omo with the inclusion of Dembele no. Omo buy en afa Kvaratskhelia o say January. Obe hia na free Napoli no. Pa na say Kalevi Musika no omo dey here ayo money. Ya ko fund na ba. Adwuma no so asi. Omo dey treble for the first time. Oh, France, man, you just have to thank the tactician and then Branton on my Jumano and leave Mbappe alone.
Wow. Right on her sports star live on Adom TV. Kejuana Kasani Eric Asidu Bwede Bene. Vipa Kwasar. And I finished the sports card and Evans Kwabna Sapon et Guasso and some by messages not started by the young when him said that Spain and Portugal in that UEFA Nations League final. But you share the semi-final answer because they're the final never called boardroom. You touch on the semi-finals briefly. Vipa.
Zidane breathed down the neck of Didier Deschamps.
Deschamps was bread.
And it's one of the reasons Inter Zidane failed you with the iron.
Okay.
Or see he sees himself in that setup. And ABR come up from different quarters. Now man that assurance. Deschamps aye niema bebre ama the French team. Even at the time, I'm not Bekri near the debut French team. He came, he solidified the team, brought in Benzema, and brought in some key players that have been sidelined. Called World Cup. Called winning against all us. The following World Cup, or even when they were concerned, said, my own form, or this French team called final. To a year, Juma, the French team. But I felt everything wrong in that game versus Spain.
Actually,
everything wrong. Only Spain, but now man shall 4. There's no way you come back. Menkai the last time as Spain ball, football, I share 4. And my team B. No, Menkai. Maybe it was time I wasn't born, but Menkai. And that is the sort of freedom Deschamps offered this Spanish side. Within a period of 55 minutes, 60 minutes, or 55 precisely, Spain were leading 4-0. And that is disastrous. It was, I don't know why.
Such a big team.
He chose to play certain players. Evans can be about player selection. Rabiot, Charlie, the football is behind them.
Say be ayos konde mune no say Saliba mon preka crash o
and I make cano but
so you have to improvise.
It will be no I clueless. And Erico, say ye hwebo na me mambo professional football but I like football me on any day me nya akwanya me ko bobo. Utimi bobo ni bi na your utimi say opposition ni better than you
to me no.
But in professional football no you can tweak your system. You should look at what is going wrong and correct it. When your correction is late in the game.
That times when like 4 goals now barrier attacker.
Into fresh blood ni bear mu, shake mu bear mu.
Kolomwani
Kradio, and see another disappointment. Bakola another disappointment. But what worked for them is that Spain also changes be.
De La
Fuente was convinced when you players be film. I think Pedri was one of the players so you certain players be film and also almost cost him.
Or the gas to boom.
Yes. The everyone say Spain saw the loopholes, took their chance. 5-4. I was happy sir the deficit in the bar form. Because at a point, now 5-1.
Yeah.
Charlie.
As a 79th minute.
It was sad.
79th minute.
No, you went to me lose game. But 5.
It does.
France.
And
France.
Look, Mike Magnon.
Chelsea pen pa.
But it was a disappointment.
But goals ningina no beat my own.
Lami in goal, he shouldn't beat any proper goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the defender was already on Lami.
Yeah. First
and Lami was smart. Topok the ball. Topok keeper man France as
Actually. Goalkeeper from magnitude.
First pool.
Yes. I will Chelsea for do it.
What catch AC Milan so be back Chelsea. Now we now the Baby
on a day, no, look, Spain took advantage of the opportunity.
Okay.
France did more, and they deserve to go to the final.
Wow,
that is football.
Advance.
Adjumani nyina no, ene say. Didier Deschamps, oni Luis de la Fuente. Ye ka obi asisi a ne nsa ano e kasa woni team so a. Luis de la Fuente. Coach a no start to ka football, won say hono mwa na national team. Under 19 national team of Spain. Odon beji Euros. Under 20 Air1 no sand on beji ye. And then Louis Enrique mu firi ho no. Na say epo bia mo ba be adwuma no. Na say you quite junior side one man no under 19 euros or the under 20 no me hwechire me hwechire no me hwechire oba ye na oba be wuram gi UEFA Nations League after 2023 na you can say 2021 no Spain and France are final
my France
France Friday and no ba be gi ye owie ye na euros yi anticipation na ho because no wetin gather team Spain for no enye easy so wetin show mo and up till now since we take over from 2023 19 matches Spain are unbeaten. It was Penino or players be more or trust or
yeah.
Players no so team say team be inclusion or form more form. No do my ejuma. But already Didier Deschamps or system are the ejuma 4-3-3. Ubetuma ye no 4-2-1-3 and I said well those 3-1. But Ubeka say okwakobo holding midfielders. Oh game no about 2. Now so the attackers in Kwan 4 and the kwakobo the Spain. Now, no defenders now. Obama because those attackers now. Dembele, Doué, and you can't say like players now don't could anymore. Most of them, maybe Dembele, Krempa, cannot. About some rise to the occasion for France. On to me, in terms of the national team, they have to take Doué, Sakwadano, also Mbappe, some tackles, Belokranfa. I didn't even say sound system. Dembele, formation now. The cool room anymore. And then I'm one. So come out 4 attackers. Now about 2 holding midfielders. About side defenders, no. Michael Olise game no we so. I didn't even say opinion did Luis de la Fuente or starting on a good note with the players no. Yama on the right side of attack. Look at Nico Williams on the first goal no. Look at that particular partnership. Mika Oyarzabal. On any day you be expecting so on mom ebo as a center forward no. Kono be banging in the goals. Was start on a good note about no the national team more. 5 starts and when you watch 5 goals. So it tells you so you play beer on any day human opportunity no be the amount. But that cohesion and collective effort of the team chemistry no. Here, look at what he did, giving that assist to Nico Williams. He made no mistake or share and your mistake no
and mean no clever thinking.
Yes.
Because Bono na defender na man pressure. And Nico movie are not.
Or the man.
the little space. Yes. And like Ivan said, clever thinking.
Wow.
Old movie are no ball
and the team chemistry. So when the team won, they know why. Papa no my. So I think they or 30 years Spain for no. And I'm well we will go there, but I'm saying that Openya did Luis de la Fuente. Aduma no oye no. Say Europe, it will be very hard for any other tactician so bet maneuver the way. The reason being that Oizun Kura, to say the na PSG asem no. So Santa positional switch no. Same thing across all. And now obeso abemo Oyarzabal abado. China no say avaro mu that be match we want na kwa start. Do general usual unpredictable. Enti I don't come be na man France for no. Odi beat you omo with the kind of system Didier Deschamps coin no. But so a master tactician as of now in Europe. Open the best coach in terms of the international stage there. The only mistake he did was in the second half trying to do some substitution. Then if Vivian Momra made defender, not Obabebo. So going to the final, I think they will go there. Yeah.
Right, the final no I predict the boardroom until me person me hurry. Na fe ya do boardroom ya have final ni ye ni ade ade our sports star now on Adom TV. Now ya kind of stand am refi nsem ofie pa I heard ya koso ofie. And I'm share na me person me touch on Chairman General Black Queen's Edman.
Kim last.
You okay?
Me pese me touch on Chairman General Edman. Yen train na yen ko.
Or fine
on touch.
Yen ko tournament no.
That be on ko say.
Maybe ya.
Many Eriko yard.
Maybe we just preparation.
Eriko. Eriko, your national television so. A higher Ghana nyina ban account television station dey nipa do tie. Most popular Adom TV. Ghana Football Association for no ha. E be sere mo. We say no up to copy mo Zambia and am for man dey. But 14 matches we be boy and the number of wins are onyaye and the loss wa.
And no na shoe na
losses. And the number of goals we share the first 9 matches yes to be an extra almost 7-0. Onye useless.
What am I even saying?
Asa o ya makwe me because no na the opeja ban.
Wo opeja ban. Satam na national team no we fa. Ghana national team no 2018 and e nyina tira koma wo tu wa for no bi.
What am I
kwa? But friendlies na ya
but Evans we concern me tiase o. But one say last Bayern, we afraid a lot of players.
Oh, so
let me land. We afraid a lot of players. We assess you. Anytime we be camping, be a different set of players.
And then how no?
Many Eriko yard. AFCON or Bekono or fair idea of maybe 23, 25, 29, whatever. Let's assess him after the AFCON. Because Mimi Gidi said. Only players be brain aye juma.
Yes.
There's been a lot of players were drafted.
Let's see. That team now over fire and power. Me obi anu obetimi a convince me say we be fa 7 kran kran team. We are talking about a team Eriko. Yan kan okran chere hu. Ubaye about your 5 players are only champions or mu leagues mu man. Stella Nyamiche, Gotham FC or a champion.
So Gotham joining mid.
Yes, Louisa Enimua or Valadares Gaias or a champion. Abigail Kofi Kim. And so say Ankara BB form get. And that's Tina Bambila. And so Eto FC Girl or a champion. And a Chantel B Hawkla. And so London Airlines or a champion. Came last you see Samabawi at the 5 matches. Morocco shell. Senegal Ocean or shell. You can't tell me some 5 matches. Coach Alba prove BTO. Ghana for Timia.
That's a good boy pressure later on as a better.
No, Jaja, on me 3-3. It tells you say Dumana Gas no match 1-0. A last match here boy. Papa me dia kwamna me tia me catch me didi oni mu na me boa. What say you besu so a Keshoma 5 matches abebo na 1 win. Na ye no musabia.
Nyamo na mo say Otuado bo friendly sir. We shouldn't take a lot out of.
Me na mka say Otuado bo.
A lot of people are saying.
And no me can be say
yeah. I nearly skipped the answer to Koglu story. Yeah, quickly. I know the encho Hokrania there. Chairman General. Almost all the trophy there. But BBC say Bianca, the tray in the final, not say next season in man or time now. Be a talk a cramana. Maybe which might be done sacking him this early.
Jose Mourinho didn't finish with Tottenham at this level. Or they almost qualify for a major final. They sacked him 2 days before to the final. Right, Mason never failed you and they book. In recent times, this has been one of Tottenham's worst finish in the Premier League. How many games? Over
22
yes.
matches.
Out of 38.
38 matches. Almost 10.
They finished just
17.
Just below the relegation. Just above the relegation zone. And clearly he was going. That Europa final was a cup game properly managed. And they won. But Tottenham were not convinced. It's no Gina after the original Bass no Strokase. Season 3 is always the best. Oh, me Monday na made information said he would be going. And I believed it because clearly Tottenham.
So that is it.
Mbappe to the extent that they were able to go as far as the 2019 Champions League final against Liverpool. But Tottenham must be until he can catch the Koto players. Almost top scouts. Come Monte so a. No ma kwa kofa.
Ka ton bill we cost some players be 3 million be gumu.
Me da si. To kwa okọ Shakhtar Donetsk. Okọ ba bi ti say Strasbourg. No ma kofa isu Ekotomo. E do ma ba. Okofa Tanguy Ndombele Avaro bi from Lyon. No de na ba. Na djuma o ye no. To oba na se be manu a. E wo hu. Daniel Levimo omni American for the on kwa le ona.
Ehudie na
to omni since 2000.
And ehudie dia mo fa say wa jina pali. Me ehuni.
Dabi bani nyina mu omni competitive. Because of the TV. Broadcast rights no anyway no. Okoto so 17 Tottenham must be no wo. And say at least one year dey kra 8th position say the last season o ye no.
At least
I understood. But so do 17 position. now so be out there o second seed be out when nti wakwaje Europa no be the be adwuma no ma wa na qualify now ba be wie wadi Europa na wie be ka kire o di ba bonten say so owners no boa na ko fa players a omo wo no nhye da nye good say be abetima dey ayeduma na Daniel Levy do ti cry mpotwa Daniel Levy no you say Mourinho na no ni kasa say ya Mourinho eh no ato jai no ni eyi Thomas Tuchel mo ni Guardiola mo kokun ni ade na ni to like o twere Mourinho to twere say Hurricane be bo TV this so Sky Sports we be bo o ha na e ba say breaking news you say Mourinho has been sacked by Tottenham Hotspur only we Ava only the Pochettino ye yin echi eduru ba bi no na se o ja okọ
ba mo pam coaches pa
yeah Daniel Levy only time e dey ma coach wa no ye o meka oka we no Cristiano Romero so dia ba be so say coach ni ba wa chiro mo so mo ambition omo no nya ba bi omo wo level no omo bo no o the mentality bi ba be wuro mu and omo say etu woni ye ba be pre ana Daniel Levy mo ye be ja okwa mo akọ yeah Romero say be ko Cristiano Romero be ko owura di
very fine player
on pe obi a oni ba be challenge
Kevin Dance deal no payment
straight Aba
Romero need obeko.
Yeah, ko ni nyane say already and Potakoglu e good. Maybe pe kakra wa timi aye no. E cho so onye team bia omo players omo ye den omo that winning mentality
or the charitable. Coach are finishing 8th. Following season are finishing 17th fa.
And your coach W onye good.
And I'm also when I'm saying we are charitable.
My batch say
ne career.
What we throw there say na make catch us.
And you see okay from Australia
yeah.
Celtic Scottish League, there are 2 serious teams in the Scottish League.
Yeah, Celtic and
Rangers and Celtic.
Absolutely.
Into here and Rangers and here.
Celtic.
Men the last time. Do baby not Rangers dominated league na Celtic aqua administration. Celtic. Still, into no a hono. Where you competitive of course. Into placing 8 following
now 17
season 17.
And yet but ni na actually no na gabi a on betima man the benefit of the doubt. Looking at the fact say 17 years in here since 2007 2008. I feel no betima dey a major trophy.
Yeah.
Not any trophy but the second year.
Right. Very soon you be call boardroom but the Basekere nations are some no tie no. Odwe ho. Tiase. Nation say me mobile because my life no na ye kumi o me nyina me nkumi bi say dey say kombo wie na bi on my last game on be winning na mo league no ama league yes ye train verdict ne my so ya sister last round of games dey kokobo nations be bo na so on mo and so sense ho ye ho sane yete na ye ho ya say na Sky Sports and I say Tottenham Hotspur versus Man U ye be ye be Man U versus Liverpool Charlie
Man U so mobile
TV for say that you can say be you oh very power oh Charlie
Eriko
met you born to fan na me funa uni v power uni bibi Ghana yen kan okre the reason being that your league na is start times for the car nti you say omo deal nu kra twem no you start season so omo na twa ukọ northern sector give us Adama Globe TV 4 omo yima yen ana obasare sector so a AFA4 and say Alpha Sports you am so dey etwa de maye at some point in time Ghana's most popular account television station Adom TV so wa be so ye dey ombaji mu na ye boa say no in terms of say viewership no ebe cost but AFA4 no omunye transparent enough game na ye say ekwa akobo no bisa say what is the gravitas of the game
very huge
so okwa akobo Accra Lions Dreams FC na so o san so wo ye kan say bia ni Gold Stars also ni you can say another game ni ye league decider the end say oye Accra Lions Dreams FC any Sad Nations FC ni you can say Basake for no the end say okoye
and Basake game no so no
also relegation of the avoid na Nations Fair League again
it is a league no mom na so much na say okoye but e ba ni say okoye Dreams FC any you can say Accra Lions all because Accra Lions for be relegation. I mean, we should be serious as a country. The JFA for no technical team, whatever, yes, decision, no, they got it all wrong. But be a do say a more competitive league, the best fair and transparent winner of a league. That decision then say take it.
But no, is it the broadcaster that decided and answer the competition?
So your competition department, Dr. Tony Obin, and Emuna, so they were supposed to decide. But aside that, it's all quite getting wrong, no. Again. Now year na 2nd February 2025 me kro mu suatre Nana Pole nyame fa ne crazy abrante ko hia ne kofi kwamu sa incident ni see no and every for ne bobo ko akese mienu e kroma kotoko ne house of folk hia e na om so om the enhance safety protocols bi aba be gu akwamu ti de wo hu bi pen panfo so hu bio de o waka no so eti kan kwa kobo games bi ti say ya latter part of the season yenim say league de e be ka be 2 match days pe ama de kwa wi ya e ho na businesses we say we are now we have we the bia yet no last season you obrekum Golden City Park ayi ni ho we said Adom to try ya nti bia free mu last season na Dream FC FA ayi president the team Dream FC money out to you cause say Galaxy FC mo we say ma punish or management ma find o ye hu hwe etinka game we ya kwa akobo no the best thing you could have done say opposite for security wise yan kwati say nation fans ya ma kwa ma manko yan kwati say ya accuse referee say referee Misbah Mohammed what the abetu just on the yasumane free every ho say o win 3 points for Mamba Holy Stars
no but that's so hard dream
administrators a minister for sports and recreation make catch say many are clueless they do not understand what they are doing
the clubs are an embodiment of the FA.
I get it but
one man say encourage security no I making for security wo dey answer dey kwakugo nations ukita ticket wurem ukita dey wurem na obegina to the extent that nations for coach Sika e dey o cameraman independent cameraman akọ wakogina yi na ya igina so etwa ejina na ya wo so da dem sa eze usi
to so start gig
obesi ya na okoka che basake management say opeso okopie mu wo VIP okoto say be ma VIP wo so bia kogina wa o twa match da
so no obenya
and the whole raise the question me say accusation kese pa ba ko say Samson or say was wine what accuse the referee Misbah so the two just on come in 3 points for Mamba Sake Western Regional Football Association president and the team from Division 1 league all Division 2 be Division 1 one more final but to be Remo Division 1 from Division 1 be Premier League say All Stars to say boycott we are BSc and so omo fie hoyi omo ni say All Stars omo so boycott say ka avia mo ye wi ase na ebu de egu say All Stars so enti say team no we Western Regional Football Association chairman Simon Ehuma team e host club like Nations FC Dr. Kwame team omo president e wa sorry Unity Church wa catch every chairman that be Unity Church or catch say obedie to ka we de mu nua no unsisi ni saa mu nya ne bone saa to the extent say do we na so catch say make league no wa ra me nya bio mo bra ma yenko die na beba ama sa 2 penalties no ye be force wa je gina ho ye boasho
but was it na forced penalties because video na me hu ye clearly a ball player
nations yes everyone say the back aba the first one I buy no did you see it have you seen it
me hu ye
have you been seeing it
and I make say they are me hu ye no and they penalty
and nothing I can give for no cameraman can papa mo so twa mai hu and officiating I can't for relegation there but as of match day 8 no ma start complain no me Dream FC game no say near na cause we ye league ya bo mama officiating I did we omo can okroma what is going on me say FA no be ma o be proactive one we need to get the disciplinary committee so I'm go into details so I'm start investigation verdict na check and ko bi na ko kasa headquarters of Ghana Sports Asempa FM kasa be the year by green e number say you find also akọ kasa you are putting the game to what
distribute
and here eti omo forget it numra na you say bia Nations FC so omo na out of last be results dey be free mu no
cupboard no
and be ten go stars dey be free mu no you be
ole cupboard na nim na me ne be power enye yi
even say hit papa
hit no anode pa we say Eric more fire I'm liking the show all right Patrick the message banner do dia kan hona adena come up and adena be power
very cool
ye kitamu ni
we are not running a professional league we are not running a I say ye diagro I say okay football of course we are safe na enya
yes ye mobi
nti yen so yen hwehwe na ye mobi already ye were issues with everything football infrastructure problematic officiating problematic DMB coverage problematic
sponsorship
oh thank you Eriko Nyamin Sharp sponsorship and no crowd a dilemma support base problem everything about a football is problematic The only place you have problems, even when there's problems, yes, solving it them at the national teams. Because national team there, you be come Morocco. Officials can on back of Tokube, I escalated the price of coconuts. Normal bar. When they come, because they are protected by political figures, on back of soup, we are normal coffee. So whatever commission will draft a report on 2019, there was problem with officiating, and as exposé, we watched our football. Ya hurumponio. Ya hurumponio. Ena. Omambe washi and ejaima football people. Some organizing elections. Namun running football. And Eriko, there a shame pan said, I'm putting an opinion across. I mean, football administrator. But it is because of this job, Intina Meteha. It is because of football. Intina minya akwenya kasawa Adom TV. Intina minya akwenya eye juma meye. There hame pan say, we have people who tout themselves as elite and professionals in the field. So when you go to the FA, the current FA president is Kurt Edwin Simeon of Kreku. He is second CAF vice president. He was chairman of WAFU, where Jay Jumana tour because of the workload at CAF. Oh dear, let me not say a lot about him, but he needs no introduction. If you go on the ESCO, which people are on the ESCO? Sabi omo nye ni pebi keke.
They are big boys.
Sabi omo nye ni pebi keke. They are people of repute. Nkofo ma disua nim de kwenim. Sebasi yen running footballer. Then if you look at Congress in totality, a group of people are on my year football check, and they know the rules. There's a clear rule that states or emphasizes on the forfeiture of matches in the 2019 GFA regulations. Yapo game, a week, 7 days. But how many hours do you have in a day?
24 hours.
Multiply 24 by 6. Say 6 days in here. And then tomorrow 7. And give me the number of hours. A whole association run what they call professional league. It's not unconcerned.
Chedi. And I'm running. So what plan running heading because of how I didn't kokoye, you know. Because Article 33 Clause 1A, a team commits an offense punishable by forfeiture of a match where the team walks off the field of play or refuses to continue play.
Did nations walk off the field of play? Yes. Did they refuse to continue the game?
Yeah.
No
matter what the score shall be at the time of the offense or at the end of the match, the offending team shall be considered as having lost the match, and accordingly, 3 points and 3 goals shall be awarded in favor of the other team, unless the innocent team is leading by a margin of more than 3 goals.
Why the innocent team? No, innocent team. No.
A team 9 in this case, forfeited team.
Innocent and to proving guilty. No. How do you? Okay, but all the
unless the innocent team is leading by a margin of more than 3 goals at the time of the offense, in which case the scores will stand.
But you see, this particular law, any forfeiture of matches, say team be
a team commits an offense punishable by forfeiture of match where the team walks off the field of play or refuses to continue play. 2, a team positions itself in such a way as to render the progress of the game impossible, or the players or the supporters of the team initiates an act responsible for the abrupt end of the match. The team's lateness without just cause renders continuation of the match impossible, or renders it impossible for the match to travel the full 90 minutes. So, for future
scenarios, yes. But Eriko, I say you know, say about safety protocols now. Omni betu jana. Your man even say be a waiting man. Your man akwenya. So who can say obeka so obejaibo emra nyama ba ku yenu bi wanye den wo so and that is the reason why anana safo odu oba 5 for 5 so o ka kire say mu say emra nkoma yedi no pre-match conference no amfa no enti amanu nyede man ka se mo match no makwaje atuma bo but mo gba wie no so mra mo gba mu say no ma bi nkoye no protocol so sam ma mo kwanya so am ka say that your life is at risk what you say yankwa no da sane mu tie
it's okay this is what the Emranica. Enna ye protocol so say na protocol no ka. Ti e kan na bomu a.
Valid no we ache omo famra.
All right, yenko room hono mra. Yenko boardroom. Me na dey na dey ba.
Eriko ene nyame ya domu a. O china.
Ma me fixtures na Evans in famu asa
na on be matches no.
We assistance now nothing has come.
Yes, ebo. And the Ghana Premier League, no nyame ya domu china. You want simultaneously.
Yenko fast.
Eti Hearts of Folk, our class sports stadium, omni Samatex before. Gold Stars, so chira omni Akala bebo bibi ani dance park. Dreams FC, Tuba Astro Turf, omni Legon Series, ene bebo. Bechem United, enso ni Young Apostle bebo nana fusu jabo park. Adriana enso so Trefio nana Ajimambadu the first park, omni Basake for no, ene beshia. Nations FC, wamso so bebo fie Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, Abrankese, omni Out of Lions, ena Mediama, enso so Trefio TNA Stadium, Takwa, omni Brekum Chelsea, and of course Vision FC. Ni aje kraku the second sports complex omre krobia Kumasi asane korokoro bebo
Eriko me one question but your artwork we infographics the buy no is it from the FA
Coach man the FA dey no wo ho
so FA fund the but we okay
so this is FA
yes
because
FA.
I can see GFA
Where
I can
from
see
but this one is from us
Adom TV
because of our partnership with the Alpha Sports and ye matches you know
okay
so this is
that is why
yes
but these weekend games, not all of them will happen.
Why?
In fact, the clubs serious. Nobody should honor any game until there's a verdict.
Well,
it's true.
Because if this round of games are organized,
how the verdict
you cannot declare champion.
Yeah.
Look, you dear grow. What the verdict about?
And there won't be any coronation.
And you see, even if there's a verdict, nations can appeal. Basake can appeal.
That's true. And this Basake for nobody should forget. I'm protesting you.
And I make this league
Okay, on the FA website, me who Premier League final day showdown.
Showdown.
And after can so ya final showdown.
Me ya say.
We Adom TV ne
Afa. Me ya say obi a me ne wo close ties pa obred yes adwuma we. And it is going waste.
Wait, the final showdown.
It is going waste.
Or that
think of it. Man United and Liverpool. Go game. Final penultimate game. Then maybe City are in contention to win.
Yeah.
Man U Liverpool they are in contention. City and Stoke City Stoke City is relegation threatened. Now Stoke City and your penalties too. Now City walks off the pitch. Then it will take them 6 days to react.
So their life was in, what we were saying, their life was in dangerous.
And I'm saying investigations that take you almost 6 days. Okay, FNN cash. Then they announce the final games. This is clear.
Right, Evans.
I'm being honest.
That be sign.
Matria sign.
Then now I'm saying.
Play idiocy, no Matria sign.
Right, Evans.
Right, and see live on Adom TV boardroom. Nyame ya Adom China. UEFA Nations League, grand finale. I be bano. Ye pese bo wura mu. Na edi nkomo kakra de fa competition no ho. Na ye bo modern ehwe how.
Sure.
Permutations any dynamics of it is it here. So ye be ko wura bi ba kan ho bi na ma sa adwuma de we nyina e ba ye. Ne din de Young Haaland. Or a former Norwegian FA no Omo Football Association president from 2010 to this is the man. Young Haaland. Ono ne nam ne so ma sa UEFA Nations League ne ba ye. Eriko in 1999 after the World Cup 98 to France no Europe for no to our body say they be a couple UEFA European Championship ni bia na couple World Cup they are carrying in between one friendly I didn't tell you to friendly slim far more some competition bia and so be most especially nations no more down no obenya kwenya some of these top nations so 2018 2017 they started here, but 2004 to 2007, designing Baku Amaso. Then 2013, and our opinion, Eddie Haaland, ba betu dwa say o ma design ba ko bi nyame ya adom a o mo 38 congress o Astana Kazakhstan no o mbeje atum and empire na di we di bae na ne no UEFA Nation League o mo chichemu due to the from the coefficient DCBA to be one say group AA na you
no mo relegation ni na ne ade
it 2019 and inaugural one no ye ba we started September 2018 Portugal national team no that time not 2016 o magi Euros of France we did Fernando Manuel Fernandez da Costa Santos ono and e di omokoji the first one CR7 e can 2 laurels waje e dey man the national team for 75 years na Portuguese national team omunya the trophy da but in 21 years since 2004 Ronaldo making the debut no they've been able to go to 4 finals for now Abraham 2 and almost set team yaka so you kwa anymore the next slide 2019 the Emra Portugal team je omni Netherlands na boy final no and Goncalo Guedes enya the goal at the Emma the Portuguese national team fast forward in 2021 you benya Spain woman France and so Koshia ekwaye 2-1 in favor of France Karim Benzema and Kylian Mbappe woman bought 2 goals in the momo on so team DJ and then so this is the celebration the inaugural edition no and Ronaldo mo celebrity then in 2023 yenya Croatia and Spain Luis de la Fuente the first trophy Amra will take charge after the exit of Luis Enrique Martinez Otimba Beji he was able to what so this was when Ronaldo was celebrating in fact all the Bible the team no na on celebrating no live on in boardroom no you can clearly see
right,
it now why I checked that and so 2023 no a penalty shootouts and Spain for no o me win the tier Croatia now it was a KG encounter now ya ba so o me dey can say road to final no e beto so amaya we have baby na so France so mra so je 2021 no this was it the Pogba was there Kylian Mbappe and that Benzema no nyina ho now mra ye be wura mu enso so this particular season dey this year dey no o ma bo ha Rico abo qualifies no Spain so je enie
so the actual road no pa so my road to the way no
on my road to can say now Italy one any Spain for mu o me bo mu a Portugal so just say na ekeji encounter
na be Italy so nipa ogudu ho Spalletti
Luciano Spalletti
no bought 3 say niam sa
Spalletti says a man for yeah eti mo bet me am yakọ enim na
yakọ enim
now and down here and e ba be wura so this is the road Germany woman Italy ekoboye Denmark and Portugal in fact Denmark come ba be shock Portuguese national team no first leg we show 1-0 it had to take Portugal for say 5-2 on ba bet and simple na ba be saying 5-3 on aggregate e ma o team dey qualify ya o me ba be share Germany Spain and so Netherlands ho adwuma and France here Croatia ho adwuma o ma me be share now Germany for no in fact omo year rebuilding gone are the days 2017 Confederation Cup ahead of the 2018 World Cup and Germany for assemble new squad after 2014 omo dey World Cup of Brazil no this after Obekaya now Julian Draxler bi or last stand will be on kwampo na ball final goal no so setup no only 1 or 2 players when oh Leon Goretzka mo and Joshua Kimmich mo na aka o CCA so now Portugal for no body tier depleted German side Portugal for no since 2000 the year 2000 Euro 2000 no mitimi show mo Sergio Consensa wo hat-trick na editi omo on the show mo ever since then omitimi show ayibio about 5 matches or 6 matches omitimi share Germany but this time so already team no already did Roberto Martinez eyisu the blend of experience some young players so definitely no be omo adwuma so enya me wan support to get maneuver omo way coming from a go down eba be we here through Chico Consensa record no esa repeating ho cause that particular boy now obo Juventus obo lo ho obo share goal no Sergio Consensa we na no okochi AC Milan ne ba no on the be adwuma duma Portuguese national team very good player and Ronaldo abakwese bi sense here 4 times now you can say Portugal call finals no since me catch us 75 years no me go ball bio 2004 be can na fi go money manage mo Costinya mo na o mo ko body tier Greece Euro 2020 4 no Euro 2004 thank you so eno no mu na Ronaldo obo mo de do mo call final ever since then 2021 na do mo call final against Wales Osamba be ye bio now no UEFA Nation League no and at this time against Germany obo the winner and ma Portugal call ye but since you check here players now mo ho no so onya Diogo Costa so onya Joao Neves enye two na ese de ne ball
on so about two
player we yan fa no mo two or defensive midfielder already did Roberto Martinez say ni tikika says okay coach na no coach Aguilar ho he yesu yesu oba be fa adwuma no because aduma we baby ebe ma de na si se me we boardroom na ebe ma yo de na say Spain for no ba be send be defend o title no because they are the nations that are team making more appearances or UEFA Nation League no final no 3 times for now and Portugal almost second time ni but say okobo now wo Ruben Dias of Manchester City who Inacio player ma teams no chase the pa and then Nuno Mendes are all the PSG age yamfa Branty we emebo ha so Nelson Semedo he is supposed to be here. Once you bomb like you try your best, you try your best and then get these 3 midfielders. You have to omit one of them. Trincao you'll never say you man no then Fernandes will be playing there. You get another player like Bernardo Silva, no aboha. You don't play this player right back. And then no Ronaldo and so anymore. So check players we are. Definitely and have more experience. More young chaps be more energy there. Nyame ya aduma find na eba be koso ochena no. Spain for no since 2010 and Portugal show more friendly bi mu. Eno no me ka say no na ye Carlos Martins, okay, Hugo Almeida, Helder Postiga. O me dey show ever since then Ronaldo meet me show mo. So this game na ye kwakwa wura mu no. Portugal for the last 5 meetings. Me to say 6 meetings o me Spain abo no. And kwa draw a win at the match Spain. We ba be the 36 time on baba bebo. O me dey 35 times. Spain are winning 19 times. 6 wins and Aquadama Portugal. And then 17 draws every. So going to this game, you know, Spain for a favorite dada. Spain for me a masters of Portugal. So I'm not going to Spain for line up the Atosoa. Okay. Opinion the Didi Luis de la Fuente. My catcher, Oba national team ni watch Ninsa and Kase Su national team so. On kwa ese bi o zoom panyin for say we names. Akran no mo body mo various clubs or mo body mo no. It is a serious way dey. United Simon the captain the man national team La Roya. Obedem experience no ho. Now no money money share that bad. You get Pedro Porro and so be obegotu. Obetima say in fact all options bebre. All options bebre. Le normal edu we be say you because no abre. And now me then Vivian Bemo obebo ongo no. You have Hoysen now you can say more about Real Madrid. Fantastic. And Marco Correa, fantastic left back. Rascucu. It is me Portugal ya na me de ma wo no. Na me de compare with mu a. Spain for no. Bema omo yan kwada, omo wanie den. The only player I bet you can say experience was in terms of the back line, Marco Correa. Omo makani na yan kwada. Maybe Pedro Porro you give him a idea, but these are players are no munya kwenya kra me body national team bi. To munya kwenya be body am Spain no, on be kom on dia ma omo. Okay. Look at the midfield. Omo options nso bebre. Pedri ginam, Uwo Zubimendi, Uwo Merino. Fabian Ruiz na the PSG Champions League no. Eriko, ye hwe na ye hu ha. Bi obefiri bench na aba. Hwe ni mu Yama obi edimi nka jam so nyo na best start. Yama no at the age of 17 or the team akọ final. Portugal so omo player na obi bia ebo ni din agwabili the greatest of all time Ronaldo no at the age of 40 also the team akọ final. But Jitum say Ronaldo in the final Edma Portugal on share go da. 2016 in all the four finals. A player be a friend at the yi on na last minute oba mu no obe share go no. Ke be call extra time. 2019 omni UEFA Nation League no it had to take Goncalo Guedes on the best goal or he's the youngest player to score in the final of the UEFA Nation League at the age of 22 right. So going to this game no Sam Kwadawi Yamai and some are careful Oyazaba no wenimu 5 games and what started was 5 goals Nicholas Nico Williams no also soon matches about 27 matches and there must be a national team no or 6 goals 6 assists. So we just line up na wo ne records ne kura Spanish players na on be adwuma bi. Now no France for is o ne Spain na ebo semi final no. Dia na esi ye omo they have to get a comeback. Ah ye di kedi nkomo. Akwada yi woni Mbappe mu hia ba bia Euro 2024 show mo La Liga Real Madrid nyame na meka mu o ye adwuma ni na. But akwada no normal player. Eriko oba be record bi so oba the youngest player watch the final of UEFA Nation League no. Lami Yama Obeshego. He's the man for the big stage. Ochina, Obi Antem Kulem Obeshego. Okay. Obe involve no go. Okay. Abrantie we numbers are assist abo. Assist na Obeba. Okay. And go so there Obeshe. Okay. It's Eriko Obi Antem Chugu. By Uncle Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. Ronaldo wade bia oye. Maybe you will not get the best out of him looking at the age goals or the bema there. But Ronaldo will make sure. Say Obedinja the players, you know. Now one player, I say Nigeria ni Nuno Mendes. Abrantie met my catch say Portugal, Omalusu just a game. Abraham Mbappe wura final yi. UEFA obi about 9 matches. Omaya wo di Spain. omo de ni nyina no e draw ba coupe na piem they are carry nyina wins
they are deserving finalists
omo the deserving finalists we so lose ba coupe but Nuno Mendes no in the last 6 games omo abo no ni nyina omo assist wo
okay
81 players is only Ronaldo so be na partnership Abrante we Ronaldo be ginger the teammate no as the leader as the captain but expect Abrante we so be making more incursions more defensive splitting passes most especially about cutting crosses from the left side of attack or the bema but one thing I mean say because of some Abrante we bear those surges from the left side no beba ubenya the likes of ebia omo yawo nervous no ominya beba ni mu se Nelson Semedo ne beba but believe me spaces now Portugal be jeje omo chi wono omo mrantia nya careful Spain for be yisu kwani e sharp omo be yaduma no papa ina meka na sem no wait the last time Germany for Portugal for team share omo na Euro 2000 omo bo hat-trick di tia Germany since then na Portugal team nya den winning fantia omo di Germany Ronaldo kwa no team share go fantia Germany Bernardo team share omo e ma ne bai enso be go so record dey repeat no no Eriko ene maka Abrante we Nuno Mendes asem goal na ye expect say be si no me say na me yama be she bi ba akopie mu enso so Portugal wa yo another player say duma na say be she goal ni we no obetimi aba be ye bi so onya opportunity a safo na ye ekobo no most of the time the players are na ye expect so obetimi nya kwanya aba be bo final dia ma Portugal national team no o ho na ba ko bi abam obam anu oba ye duma ni nyina ye nya edede no ye nya Goncalo Guedes so onya Goncalo Ramos no ochina oba be bogo a memenya wanwa Goncalo Ramos for Portugal players watching the Yama and Nuno Mendes ma come wasem owura oda so ho he Jesus
okay yeah
ochina se Spain for nya share Portugal
kenken
said o maye na Roberto Martinez nyo na do on World Cup qualifying stages no papa we abafie oba be because ayila
we adwo no be touch ah
Simon is that he says ayila for the so papa igina o dey say good bu say or try so on game na bi Portugal for na yade so ma ba 4 final UEFA Nations League o dey kanje here but Spain already did Luis de la Fuente obetim dey na to so ma me a opanyi no baba be adwuma no ochina I'm expecting 2 goals margin from Spain so be share Portugal
2 goal margin
wow.
2 goal margin Portugal bet me actually because 5 matches as Spain about on keep clean sheet same thing na Portugal so last 5 matches on keep clean sheet so it tells you say about the goals now on be share this is Roberto Martinez ono na say ho he Jesus ba be gina djuma no yes eti for now Ballon d'Or talkability no so koso amanfo start kasa people are catch us say amanfo hype yama too much hype one
is he not that good
only exceptional my opinion anybody can disagree but we've seen players
well maybe this generation you know
the age you know but Pele won the World Cup at 17. Wow. He was the mainstay in that Brazilian team. Obekasi, did I watch Pele? No, but I've read about Pele. Me feel say on the big stage in West Show, but there are players who have done better. Even in that Barcelona team, Lamine is not the best player.
Oh, really? Absolutely.
Yes,
it's a Rafinha.
He's not the best.
Rafael Beloli Diaz.
La Liga player of the season went to Rafinha.
Yeah,
in terms of numbers, Rafinha.
Goals involvement.
But Rafinha is not Spanish.
Yeah.
And there's an agenda. We don't mean say agenda. Push Lamine.
Was coach, you know. Luis de la Fuente make us a
man. But I no so bet ma how mo. Say how Real Madrid, Vinicius and Bellingham.
Why he will not win the Ballon?
Of course he will not win it. He will not win it. Yeah, man.
The hype. He's hype.
He's me overhyped.
No. Well, the thing is live. It's fine. You better how I bet you call.
Yes.
But see, I no can say there. We be say if we wotanchi enso we can say okwe. Mama Ghana Premier League fixtures. Mama Ghana Premier League fixtures. Mama Ghana Premier League fixtures.
There you go.
Jina so dey.
Mama for my you see say nyame ya adum Portugal. O ma ya de o mba be ko. O mu coach dey be yi. Spain for no ochina o mba be win it. Boardroom no start na e dey go ni bibia n kire say Spain for no they are the favorite. They are in their 3rd final of the UEFA Nations League. First one it was an upset. But Omitimi winning against Croatia. This time they are going to win it against Portugal.
Right, but on our screens, you see I in the Ghanaian Premier League this weekend. Here running up sunset. Okopie more the MP website. You show the final showdown. Yes, showdown. Yeah, 3 p.m. We are showing down. Final showdown. So, a bit of prediction on the Portugal Spain game. Now for young Koto Krunim is here.
A tight game. Me imagine crime says Ronaldo goal, no, it was offside. Against Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That pass from Nuno Mendes,
Yes.
then the tapping.
the goal was offside. Me name the entire. From what I saw, it was offside. Me name the entire man review goal. But from the Ivan Sakano, Spain your favorites. Spain have this crazy aura around the team. And Lamine is one player we have to watch. May measure the battle between only Nuno Mendes. Because Nuno Mendes, as of now, is one of the best left backs in the world.
Yeah.
To measure that battle. But the guy has stepped up on the big stage.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes in this final. But Portugal, you see, Portugal is one of the countries somewhat a plethora of stars.
Okay.
But the problem is the coach.
And they said Evans it is
I'm not rooting for Spain win.
I get you.
Because Spain win here, it will blow this
Lamine
Yamal out of
But
proportion.
Yamal also should young player of the tournament, you know, go of the
Well,
tournament.
I think the Ballon d'Or discussion, they say,
Yeah, but for me, I have a soft spot for Portugal because of Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
Bruno.
It will not be
Man
an
United.
easy game for Spain like they had in France.
We're embedding.
Portugal win here in the middle.
Right, Mr. Fredaka. Yes, Mr. Fredaka Johnny. I want to call him. You heard it. To call him. Last week, Mr. didn't see it. To call him. Missiana.
Erico, last week, a year Messi team. And on my SSC from
Inter Miami.
Inter Miami. Man, bomb more than Lionel Messi or now what they mean sort of Cobo International Club World Cup.
Ma who says some person here quite ma who video be watch any video by.
Erico, where your last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, prediction be.
Yeah, prediction.
Okay, now yen share prediction. Okay.
Yes, go. Oh, boy, FI.
FI. Okay, yenti.
And PSG, Nigerians, where cup match.
The home team no ever share 2 goals or more.
Paris or pursue or Jacobs Nina. And I'm telling you today emphatically, Paris versus Inter Milan. Men down John. Medical candidate. Paris Beshano.
Okay.
Half time in Paris be winning.
Hey.
Full time in Paris be winning.
Hey.
Inter Milan 2 goals. Central Paris Saint-Germain.
Hey.
Or Beshano from
Champions League final.
Yes.
Okay.
Obet me a born of simple. Open the Ombesha goes now. I was up in Mokona. Fulham,
okay, it's fine. It's fine. Eti send your kinds on bed butter, one bed,
Vieno.
Osa can say Chene goes.
Chene goes.
That's why. I thought it would be a new boy. Nipa Beji, no one.
Right, yeah, take it.
Eric, and one more way, when you skate Diogo bottom. And that's your best year drop it back. Portugal, Spain. You better drop it. You share a prediction for today.
Okay.
Yeah, near Portugal, Spain.
Right.
Eric, bet in a more day. When a cool chop 13 odds. When
13
international
odds.
games, Fanedy, Unya 100 Ghana be an audio to each. Now, I can cram out. Mesro, scan your audio. Australia versus Romania. Home team. Austria versus Romania. Eric Odioko school papa. Austria versus Romania. Home team 2 up. Finland versus Netherlands. And also away team 2 up. 2 up. Now say in the course of the game, no. So to me be share 2-goal leader. Yeah, in my game no embo we was slept no then Portugal versus Spain. Straight win for Spain, 2 up. Where men down 0 what boy. Germany, France, over 1.5 goals. Albania, Serbia, and also over 1.5 goals. Andorra versus England, and also England, Obeshe 2 or more goals. We 13.75 odds. 13.75 odds. I mean the pankasa. And game win 500 be now there to so. Game win Portugal, Spain. First half. Portugal 1.
Okay.
Just straight win. Emma Spain.
First half.
Handicap
1.
Knuckle straight win.
Knuckle straight win for Spain.
First half.
Wow. Full time Spain ebe winning.
Hey.
Full time. Portugal 2.
Hey.
Nasa Chama Spain.
Hey. And that's what's not can be wo.
Asia can be home. Who we are nasa away team penalty. Spain obenya penalty.
Spain menya penalty.
Obenya penalty.
Wow.
Me wura huhum na me yie pie no. Ye di kan ye Chelsea Man City. And we ka obeji edi no awu.
Be pass that to you no me na me de pa.
Me see wudu ka so a ofo bi tun aduro.
Yes.
Say
Na utwa mo nipa beji edi no. Say to le bia
Right. If I just say we need 0249136744 for your drop it daily odds and go for di kakra de go mo ho a 0249136744 send a WhatsApp message we send hi keke. E be ma link no na what yes sim ni ade. Na no pre me check Mr. Ernest Kofi Boateng are in both at 32 Enterprise. Mr. Ernest Kofi Boateng, CEO of Arimboat at 32 Enterprise. Yes, Arimboat at 32 Enterprise. Fantastic. Greetings going out to you, Chairman. And banners are doors, wire diaries, deco inside, and bathhouse, no how Arimboat. No challenger. And of course, then Russia, your birthday controller and accountant general department. Now we have Ohiniboso, Mr. Ohiniboso, the proud husband of Queen Esther. I'm a top gospel musician, pardon. And right birthday, God bless you so much. I mean, shout out to Queen and my now come on, said you be Yaminyamo. Ohiniboso, or her man, fantastic. Belated happy birthday going out to you. Now, guys, my last question.
May we share your Muslim brothers and sisters happy people. Na Enra ni na masisa midin.
What's sounding?
Yes, Osman Abdallah.
Osman Abdallah.
But name chinem biya mai.
Can na baby sir. So sounding dia. My goodness.
Eko, and I'm say me from Kuntunkuni na ni nyina ye me nana a wotete me friend no Obapani comfort entry na akosu abadu nana afri mu a ye be wa kono ni sikasa ene na wotwe pepepe woni me maame panyi ye friend no Grace ni mo na o ye nurse ni e woduman kese tinyame aduma ne na wotwe manfo mo nkransa ene ebunu east important mu bia no o me kan ho mbo na ai wo nkransa nof na ye no emaba ye maame fo mpanyi fo meni wo mo esikasa
Oh, Mr. Academy ba ho mo achia oyere o.
Ojane kra.
Mr. Aka oyere Mrs. Onyame. Mrs. Onyame. Philip Otueke 47-year producer, Sarah and director, and entire crew and camera sound and then this sports arena by what's I show you feel so ka ho and amba bibia kama just say cool year sports arena next to Yami Adom na dom bi dum ye be samba Vapor Kwakwasare sports card na so eka ho na ye de dwumade no ade eba enes na no kai ade nankasa ka kejwa de ho Eric Asiedu Buadi sa brede katechie ay krado se ka de chekala na toso just